Hello and welcome back to Dream Daddy on PlayFrame.
We're not dating.
Good job, you
Yay!
got it right.
I got the hang of it.
We're not dating because Amazon has sent us a message.
Yeah, that really does look like an Amazon logo or something. What is that one?
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Dadmazon. Sure.
Okay, we were right.
Hi, this is Steven from Dadmazon. I'm out front with your delivery.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'll be right down. Wait, no, sorry. I need to put on pants first. I can't find my pants, but I'm wrapped from the waist down in a duvet. Are you cool with that?
I can come back tomorrow.
No, wait. I'll be right down. I found some sensible capris.
There you go. Put on
pants. I can't. I can't.
Does it not give you a button for pants putting?
Ah! What happened?
There you go.
There, now it's selected. I couldn't select it.
Oh, weird.
Which feels kind of right for Liam, honestly.
Yeah. Actually, I like that we got the never give up, never remember tip again,
Yes.
back to back, because
Yes.
that actually works very well.
Very good. I don't remember it. What do you mean?
There you go. Okay.
Ooh, I got a package. I wonder what it is. Oh, I bet it's that package of socks I ordered. I open up the box and start pulling the packing peanuts out. Man, these socks reek. Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's butterflies? Oh boy, I almost don't even want to know what Amanda was planning on doing with these. Hey, Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here. What's up? Are you sacrificing them?
What?
You ordered butterflies?
Yeah.
You can order dead butterflies online?
The spark in her eyes.
Yep.
Wait, so these aren't yours?
We got this.
No, but I'm definitely ordering some right now.
Okay. Love you.
Who do we know that would be into...
Damien,
Probably Damien, yeah.
right?
Like the,
Or the twins.
what is the name for that? Like the taking like kind of dead bugs and displaying them and like kind of,
I was gonna say taxidermy, and then I was gonna say entomology, and neither of
It's
them are correct.
whichever, a hybrid of those two.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I take a look at the box again. Oh, this is addressed to Damien's house.
Good call. Well,
Give the box to Amanda.
I'm sure she'd love it, but let's give Damien the box of dead butterflies he wants.
Plus, Amanda has plenty on the way.
Mm-hmm.
I should take it over to him.
This works out. We're going to be dating him later.
Yeah, we're gonna have a Damien-heavy episode.
Yeah.
I jog over to Damien's house. What? No, I don't. I stroll leisurely over to Damien's house. Let's be clear. I pull back his door knocker, but suddenly the door opens.
Mr. Floyd, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Don't call me that. That's creepy. Whoa. How did you know I was about to knock?
I don't know.
It's funny. I never think of you as Mr. Floyd, but we can't do the whole, like, Mr. Floyd, that's my father joke because your dad was a doctor.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't have the space of Mr. Floyd is filled by no one.
It's true.
And nothing.
That's kind of true, yeah.
It's just sort of a void in my head. That's weird. Oh, okay. Anyways, I think this got delivered to my house by a mistake. I hand him the box and his face lights up.
Oh.
What a wonderful surprise. I was just about to send a strongly worded letter to the courier service about this. Many thanks.
Not to pry, but what are you gonna do with those butterflies?
Oh.
Would you like to see?
Alarm bells ring in my head. This is how you die, Liam Floyd. Sure! Damien leads me into his study, where he's set up some sort of workstation. Above his desk is a wall of pinned butterflies, moths, and beetles. Oh, wow. That's really something, Damien.
I'm quite proud of my little collection.
You do all of this yourself?
Oh.
Of course. I find it rather relaxing.
How do you...
It's simple. Here, let me show you. These aren't ready quite yet. They'll need to be rehydrated overnight so they're easier to work with. I have some over here that are ready to pin.
Ew.
Yeah.
Damien takes a seat at his desk while I hover behind him. He picks up a little triangular paper package and snips off the edges. He pulls out an all-black butterfly and shows it to me.
I'm rather excited about this one. It's a turquoise swallowtail.
He gently opens the wings, spreading the butterfly out on the table. The backs of the wings are a gorgeous iridescent green.
Oh.
Oh, and the pigment on this one's so nice too. Anyway, pinning a butterfly is actually very simple. It just requires a delicate touch. First, I'll put a pin through the thorax.
Damien slides a pin through the middle of the butterfly and places the butterfly on a piece of styrofoam. He carefully arranges the antennae with forceps and begins placing paper and more pins around it, on and around it. He does this so effortlessly that it's almost hypnotic.
Oh.
I have a frame here that I think this one will look quite pretty in, but I'll need to let it sit for a couple of days until it's ready.
And then what?
Oh.
I remove all the pins and put it on display with the others.
I take a closer look at Damien's collection. One with bright blue wings keeps drawing my eye. This one's so pretty. Damien takes it off the wall.
Ah, yes. That's a blue morpho. One of my favorites, too.
He hands the small frame to me.
Oh.
Here. I think this would look lovely in your home.
Oh, I couldn't take this.
I insist. Believe me, I have more than enough.
Thank you.
Oh.
If you ever have an interest in penning some insects yourself, you know where to find me.
I think I'll leave that up to you. I feel like I'd probably break them in half with my butterfingers.
Oh.
Nonsense. You have beautiful, steady hands. You'd make a fine taxidermist. Oh, I guess it is taxidermy.
Am I blushing? Damien walks me to the door and gives me a warm smile as I would leave.
Do take care of yourself, Liam. Thanks for allowing me to share my odd little hobby with you.
Drink a full glass of water in the morning to help
Welcome.
wake up.
You've got dads.
I'll have to try that sometime. Anyway, let's go hang
That
out with
was-
Damien. And I suspect this time, like, we're probably going to be all like, is this Damien's house? Like, we've never been there.
Right.
Is
It's
my
going to
guess.
be a little awkward, but
Ah,
that's
well.
okay. The idea of rehydrating bugs.
Yes.
Like-
I hear it does smell all just quite bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never really thought about bug taxidermy before. And it, like, my instant reaction is ew, gross. But I bet the pinned butterflies are gorgeous.
Weirdly,
Like-
what I learned the most about this from was a Game Grumps thing. And
Oh.
because I think
That makes sense.
Susie does this like
Oh, cool.
as one of her hobbies, and she did like a little demonstration on their channel at some point, and that might be why, in fact, why
It's
that
in
influences might be why this is actually in the game, which is
I
cool.
would kind of assume that is part of it, yes.
Yeah,
Because you don't think of things unless you've heard of them before,
sure,
right?
but yeah, like it's interesting. Not for me, but it's cool.
Yeah, I feel bad about just going with the knee-jerk ew, because it is a really neat hobby. My first response does not represent, like, the worth of the medium.
Well, no, but I think it is the response that more than half of the world would have on impulse. Sort of a
And no, I feel bad about it. I'm sorry, Damien. I will date you to make up for my poor reactions.
Damien Bloodmarch. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I'll try my best to understand. You know about, like, internet security.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. On a Friday night, you're most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimens. If you had one thing to take with him to a desert island, it would be a coffin. His turn-ons are pronouncing bosom correctly.
What's the incorrect?
I don't know, and now I'm really worried that I've been saying bosom incorrectly.
Bosom?
Bosom.
Bosom?
Bosom.
Bosom.
What did
I
you
don't
want to
know.
be when you grew up? A bat. Favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. His ideal date? It's night. We're at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. What does he never leave home without? An upside-down cross. Oh, come on. And he spends a lot of time thinking about mortality salience.
What is mortality salience?
Hopefully Damien will explain it on this date we go on. Explain the salience of your mortality, Damien.
Good point.
He probably
And
like
I
that,
can
actually.
find a dictionary afterwards.
All right.
Oh no. Did I hit the wrong button?
The dating begins now. The solo from Kid Charlemagne is the greatest guitar solo ever recorded.
Do it once, do it right.
Yeah.
Damien seems really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. That's a good idea. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee at the computer, and the computer finally dings.
Liam, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in as gentlemanly a manner as I would have liked.
Oh, whoa, there's more.
I would be flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours, humbled, Damien Bloodmarch.
Now, this is the first time that someone signing a text message makes sense.
Yeah, it would be weird if he
It would
didn't.
be weird if he didn't. Yep. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda! Can you help me with something?
Dad.
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples.
Ew. No. Can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now?
Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying lol and LMAO or whatever and decided that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s.
So what do I do?
Where's your pen and quill?
What?
Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball?
Okay, now I know you're messing with me.
Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or...
So you read Pride and Prejudice for a school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you?
like, the first 5 pages, and then I read a review of the movie. Still got a B, though.
Great. So what do I say to Damien?
I got this.
Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards, Liam. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that.
Handled.
I guess. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor, estate. The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes through the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several more moments before the door slowly creaks open. Oh boy. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall.
Liam, you were here yesterday.
Right. You have to remember, Liam. This all happened this afternoon. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. That's not dead relatives. That's clearly Damien and his son and
Maybe the dog's dead. I don't know.
one of those really skinny dogs.
I do like those
Hello?
dogs.
The really skinny ones. They're
Yeah.
really cute.
They are.
Like they're flat,
Yeah.
two-dimensional dogs. They're so precious. Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien?
Liam, pleasure to have you in my home.
I look up to see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. Weird. What's with the door slamming shut?
Oh.
Oh, sorry, there was a draft.
And the door creaking open when I knocked?
Oh.
I accidentally left the door unlocked.
And the creepy oil paintings?
I like oil paintings.
He does oil paintings.
True.
Right.
Right. Please, let me show you around.
Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, and auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason.
Ah.
This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I've been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling.
We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era?
That's my son's room. You know how rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see.
We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish.
Now that I think about it, of all the dads we have here, our kid and Damien's kid seem to be the oldest.
Yes.
Which is weird. Like, I wouldn't have thought of Damien as one of the older, potentially older ones here.
I wouldn't have thought of us as one of the potentially older ones here,
I wouldn't have either.
but we probably are.
It might be. I guess we look young and cute.
Our hair doesn't look a day over 20.
It's true. And this is the library. Welcome back to it.
Sunlight streams in from floor-to-ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly proud of this room.
Let's see. The window, the butterflies, again. Pick up a book. Or, oh, come on. No, we gotta do one of these three.
Yeah. Let's look at the butterflies. They're
Yeah.
clearly the center of this image.
They are.
I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. This is weird after yesterday.
This actually is weird. Like, usually most
Yeah.
of these scenes haven't, like, overlapped in
Quite so closely.
time paradoxy ways as badly, but, oh well.
Yeah, we'll just kind of headcanon is that this date happened first,
Yeah.
and what we already did happened later.
Yeah. I pinned them all myself. And maybe I could show you how sometime. Maybe.
What was the thing?
Just never give up, never remember.
Yeah, there we go. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger.
Ah, the pinner's gambit.
Is that a thing?
Ah.
No,
Definitely books next.
books. You know, Liam, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school.
It wasn't just the tawdry novels. Like, people talked about reading the same way people now talk about the internet. Like, it's ruining our children. They're going to stay inside and only do this now. That used to be a thing.
Yeah.
I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Oh my gosh. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with, shirtless and... Oh no.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh, we have too many saves. I mean, we'll delete saves later, that's fine.
Yeah, I didn't mean to hit that button at all. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants.
What?
Okay, I think that's enough.
Damien snaps the book shut and pulls it and puts it back on the shelf.
That's a rare book from my private collection.
Of Naruto fanfic.
That kind of makes it worse, Damien, but okay.
Yeah. I guess we'll look out the window.
Let's see the view.
I walk to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now.
Craig, come on.
Damn.
Did you know that Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows?
Did they have a Craig doing one-armed push-ups on the lawn too?
Because I guess they would.
Wait, really?
No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea? Oh, Damien.
Oh, Damien. I follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out on a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-back chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What?
How delightful.
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they're served.
That's actually interesting.
Yeah.
But you're serving it on a coffee table, so this is definitely low tea.
Low tea.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
My dear friend, we are currently enjoying afternoon tea.
Oh, okay. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich.
Let's see, home is really impressive. Are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay? Or I like your cape.
His home is really impressive.
It is. We'll compliment the cape later.
Yeah. It seems like you've really put a lot of work into this place.
Thank you.
Huh.
No one's ever complimented my home before.
Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place. And look at what you've done. I'm kind of jealous.
That's very generous of you to say.
What got you so interested in goth stuff?
Oh.
Well, when I was a young boy, my father...
Did he take you into the city?
Huh.
Sorry?
Did you guys see a marching band?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
I love it. Oh my gosh. You're serious?
Of course.
But it's, the song. Amanda made me listen to it.
Carrie made me listen to it. I actually like the song a lot.
It's a really good song. Yeah. It's a really good album.
Yeah. It's a pretty good band in general, actually. They're really
Yeah,
good.
I really enjoy their theatricality.
Yeah, no, it's
honestly.
like great sound. Very fun in rock band.
Yeah. Seriously?
I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think.
Why not go all the way?
I like not dying when I catch a cold.
Oh, gotcha. I wasn't sure what that question meant at first.
Time travel?
I guess. He takes a sip of tea.
I can acknowledge that there were many terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be, admittedly, horrid.
Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Oh.
But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Liam, do you have any hobbies?
Oh, man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff.
Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and, quite honestly, rather attractive.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, there is infinite depth to any topic, and hearing somebody talk at length about the things that they're into can be absolutely awesome.
Like, if you have to hear about something you don't know about, it is so much more fun if the other person is way into it.
Yeah. I mean, there are ways for that to break bad, too, but
Sure, but like if...
it can come off as too much of a condescending lecture, but that's up to the person delivering.
Yeah, if they're delivering it with enthusiasm, because they're excited about it, like that, it's hard to be condescending when it's just like you're talking about how much, I love this stuff,
right.
And like how hype you are for it. It's infectious, even if it's something that otherwise learning about it any other way would be so incredibly boring.
Right. That's really cool.
Please do tell me about your hobbies.
Quick. Sounds sophisticated.
I like watching soap making videos on the internet. I love me some word jumbles, or I learned to juggle once.
I think the word jumbles are the one thing that we have referenced other places in the game.
Oh, okay. Consistency.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, it was specifically in the context of upset stomachs and ways to keep yourself occupied when dealing with them, but
it's true.
Still.
We probably learned to juggle during the crazy Craig college years.
True.
And watching soap making videos on the internet is no doubt how we spend at least 2 evenings a week.
Yeah.
But word jumbles, I think, sounds good.
And Damien doesn't really know about the internet, so...
Or at least he pretends he doesn't.
He pretends he doesn't, yeah. The written word fascinates me.
Nice.
We spend so much time using words, and I think people would appreciate them more if they had to unjumble them.
It's poetic, really. Oh, sorry, that's you.
That's me.
My bad.
It's poetic, really.
Oh, so you're a writer.
In a sense. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches.
Come, I have one more thing to show you.
Damien takes me around to the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air.
For now. My garden.
Now. I'm imagining little butterfly traps hidden in the flowers.
Yeah.
I check my traps twice a day. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message.
Wow. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off of a vine.
Lilium bulbiferum. That's not probably the right way to say that.
Hey.
Lilium bulbiferum.
Bulbiferum? Sure.
The orange lily. What do you think this one means? My loins are ablaze, thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge.
I'm gonna say sweet revenge. Orange isn't a very romantic color, generally. And
might be more the passion for the loins ablaze, so...
True. I think it's revenge.
Let's go for it. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred.
Hey!
Hey, there you go.
Not far off. Well.
And that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Snapdragons, honeysuckle, or sunflowers?
Ooh. For eating or for looking at?
He didn't specify.
He didn't. I actually like honeysuckle best, I think. Snapdragons are super fun to play with, though. Because you can, squeeze their little faces and make their dragony heads talk. Yes. Puppet flowers are the best. But also so are flowers that smell nice. And some cats react to honeysuckle the way they do to catnip.
Really? That I did not
Yes.
know.
You can get honeysuckle sticks for kitties.
Aw,
Yeah. We haven't tried it with our cats, but I would like to sometime.
let's try that sometime.
Yeah.
See, we will report on how the cats take to the honeysuckle sticks.
When we eventually bother to get some.
Right.
But for now, honeysuckle. They smell really good. And then you can eat the tiniest little drop of nectar when you pull the stem out.
I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you.
Oh boy. Oh no. Please don't give me a bouquet. I won't understand it.
He'll be happy to explain.
He would put together a bouquet for me? No one's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings.
Oh, Liam, will you excuse me? I must take this.
He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it.
Someone has to have modded up like a rotary thing on for a
Oh,
cell
man.
phone, right? Someone has to have.
The steampunk genre is a thing, and I'm sure folks have done some awesome cell phone mods
Yeah.
in that vein. It wouldn't be quite Victorian, but it would kind of trend in that direction. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle.
Oh no.
Fix that guard.
Oh no. Okay.
I don't remember this. Okay, that's looking good. No, no, not that one. Flip, maybe? Maybe there's a way to rotate it. No, that one seems to be the head. So, this one
Gotta
and
be
like...
this.
There you go. Yes, yes.
Goal.
Bam, look at
Woo!
you! Nailed it!
I win!
Legendary!
I win the gargoyle puzzle!
Yes!
It's just like unjumbling a word.
That was some supreme dishonesty. Good job.
Whew, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset.
Ah!
Liam, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave.
No problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away.
Everything's perfectly fine, but it's Lucien.
What's wrong?
He appears to have... Well, his teacher needs me to come to the school, post-haste.
Do you need help?
Oh, no, you don't have to...
Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together.
You're... right. This is one of Lucien's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side.
Let's go. Dude, what did Lucien do?
I don't know.
Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. If he's anxious, it's gotta be bad.
Hey, Damien. You're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend.
Wow. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo.
Huh.
What is it this time?
Oh.
This, Damien, you have to see to believe.
Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness.
Watch your step.
Down into darkness. Surrender yourself to the darkness.
No. We're on a Kingdom Hearts break.
I know, but I just said the word darkness, and now all I
And
can
now
think
you've
about
summoned
is
it.
Kingdom Hearts.
Now we're going to be playing it again soon. And I'm
Watch.
actually excited about that, so I miss it.
I'm enjoying Sekiro and the break, but yeah, it'll be good to get back to it.
Yeah.
I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, that's hard to say. I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. We find another teacher in a boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucien and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucien has a bloody nose.
Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this.
I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. Oh no. Cask of Amontillado.
Huh.
What happened here?
Lucien tried to wall Ernest up. I bet you anything. I bet you anything.
Ernest punched me. Lucien tried to kill me.
The room falls silent.
I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen.
Told you.
Yeah. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me.
Jingle, jingle, Mr. Montresor. I don't think I said that right because I've only read it, but...
Whoa. Hold on a second. Lucien, did you try to cask of Amontillado Ernest?
Yeah, I didn't say that thing right either. Cask of Amontillado?
Amontillado? Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's how it is.
Yeah, Amontillado.
I could be wrong, though.
I'm neither confirming nor denying that.
I love it. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. Liam. What's Cask of Amontillado?
Huh.
It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to his cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, and then buries him alive behind a brick wall.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's a lovely story.
So wait, Lucien, you tried to do that to him?
I was curious to see how it turned out. It wasn't actually going to leave him there.
What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him?
Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I had lied about the wine. As you were cackling maniacally, that sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad.
Whoa.
It took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the Cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucien was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then read a review of the movie. Huh? It's only 5 pages long, and there is no movie. Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucien to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me, so when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson.
Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands.
You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week.
Ernest and Lucien high five.
I kind of like this little duo.
Right? They would not get along well, and yet it seems in some ways they would get along perfectly.
They seem to kind of get along.
Yeah. I mean, Lucien did just try and kill Ernest.
Right. But then they like kind of high-fived and were just like, and he got Lucien to do his homework for him. So
and
like,
he didn't really mean to kill Ernest.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to really follow through with it. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs.
Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home, Mr. Bloodmarch. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation.
We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Oh my gosh. Lucien, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucien immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily.
I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling, so If you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too.
Huh.
But maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want your own car.
I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed.
Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son.
Lucien continues staring out the window.
Love you too.
We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucien hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. He must have so many emotions he's dealing with.
Seems like.
Like, I vaguely remember middle school, which I think he must be in middle school, not high school. If he's friends with Ernest and doing homework in Ernest's class, then
True.
he's still a middle schooler. Which is weird. I thought he was older too.
He looks a little bit older. The art style that some of these characters are done in,
it's hard to guess.
Either it's not necessarily super well synced up with what ages the characters are supposed to be, or it just conceals their age very well.
Yeah. Or he's a really tall middle schooler and we've just been mistaken this whole time.
That could be true as well. Some kids in that kind of middle school to college range can really be difficult to tell how old they actually are.
Oh.
I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out.
It's all right. And all things considered, Lucien's bricklaying was pretty good. So there's your silver lining.
There is that, yes.
Expert masonry.
He's probably just going through a phase. I really admire how you handled that. Does this kind of thing happen a lot?
I think between these two.
I think the compliment seems like the...
Yeah.
And I mean, we do admire how he handled that, so...
I mean, asking if this happens a lot is more supportive.
Kind of, or it sort of is what forces him to explain, that, yeah, his son does this a lot, which might be.
Or no, it doesn't happen all that often, but it's been a thing lately.
It seems like it happens a lot.
Fair. You were really more diplomatic, or you were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been.
I just want what's best for him, and I don't think that yelling at him would do either of us any favors.
It rarely does. You're a real good dad. I don't know why I keep putting the word real into...
You're too real.
I guess. Too much realism. See you around soon?
It would be my honor and my pleasure.
Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket, watching TV. I plop down next to her.
Yo.
What you watching?
Tiny House Hunting Brothers, Extreme Edition.
Ugh, I hate this show. Did it just skip another line?
I don't think so. Or maybe it did. I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes.
I don't trust this controller 100%.
It could be the controller. Sometimes there's the game does sort of a flicker for a frame where there's a character or some other sort of thing.
Sometimes it does, but I checked and I did miss things in that last playthrough where...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You'll see them when you review the edit.
Yeah, I might be getting some little double clicks in there for some reason.
Yeah. The couple on screen... Wait. Oh. I read that as brick because of recent context, and I was trying to figure out what they were talking about. The couple on screen bicker back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The tiny house hunting brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom.
But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad.
I am not pooping outside, Greg. I've actually seen this episode. Why don't they just get a regular-sized house?
I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go?
It got strange. We had to go to school and pick up Lucien since he tried to...
He lured Ernest down to the cellar with a promise of a fine vintage and then tried to brick him into a wall, right?
How did you know that? Has everyone read the story except for me?
Lucian live streamed the entire thing.
This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company. And a surprisingly diplomatic dad.
Ah.
I dig his style.
You know what? Me too.
Do not trust gas station egg sandwiches.
Agreed. Date complete.
Maximum
That's a
Fang score.
Very high Fang score and a very low Edwardian score, which is good because...
My dear friend, you've simply taken the egg on this one.
What?
Taken the egg is it's a Victorian phrase. It technically means winning, so, ultimately, you've won.
That's very good.
That is extremely good.
Dang.
All the other voice tabs have been a single very brief sentence or phrase.
Right?
Oh, that's
That
really
was
good.
so lovely.
I didn't remember that at all. Okay. Well, we did very good dating Damien, and with that, we have dated all of the dads once. So, from this point, I think we've already got a few favorites in the list here, but from this point, we will be dating all of them one more time, and then we have to choose who to go on the final date with. So,
Yes.
round 2 of the dating begins next time. Look forward to it. Goodbye!
Goodbye.